Welcome back to our channel. Guys, today is a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness that is going down in Genoa City. Grab your coffee or your tea or whatever you need to get through this, because we have a lot to unpack today and honestly my head is still spinning from these episodes. Let's just jump right into it. And we have to start with Michael Baldwin, because honestly, Michael Baldwin just crossed the point of no return when it comes to the Newman family. He really did, and I am still reeling from it. Yes, Michael Baldwin is officially defending Phyllis Summers on The Young and the Restless. And he just threw away about 25 years of absolute, unquestioning loyalty to Victor Newman to do it. 25 years, think about that for a second. Think about everything Michael has done for Victor over the decades. The cover-ups, the legal loopholes, the late-night phone calls where Victor just barks orders and Michael jumps. Remember the J.T. Hellstrom mess. Remember the Ashland Locke saga. Michael literally put his own life and his law license on the line for the mustache time and time again. But not this time. Tuesday's episode ended with that insane, chilling scene where Victor literally kicks Michael off the Newman ranch. And the way Victor said never return with that deeply threatening, cold tone. It gave me chills, but also, it made me so mad. Like, Victor demands absolute loyalty, but the second you step out of line to help your actual best friend, you are dead to him. So Michael is out. He is officially out of the Newman inner circle, and maybe that is a good thing. Or maybe it's the worst mistake of his entire life. I don't know. I change my mind every 5 minutes. But right now, I'm just proud of Michael for finally standing up to Victor. So Wednesday picks up exactly where that massive shocker left off. Michael and Phyllis regrouping at Summers Corp. They are trying to figure out how to do damage control, and the strategy session gets tense so fast, like really tense. You guys know how Phyllis gets when she is backed into a corner. She is like a caged tiger pacing back and forth. She immediately wants to point the finger at Kane Ashby, blame Kane. That is her go-to move right now, just throw someone else under the bus to save her own skin. But Michael is the lawyer. He is trying to be the rational one here. He wants to prove that Victor's artificial intelligence evidence is totally fake. Which it is. We know it is. Victor and Victoria totally faked those AI emails to frame her. But here is the massive problem. Here is the legal paradox that Michael is staring down. How do you prove the AI emails are fake without accidentally admitting that Phyllis actually did hijack the company in the first place? It's a mess. Good luck navigating that absolute nightmare of a legal trap. Because if Phyllis admits even a little bit of the truth to prove the emails are fake, she still goes down, and Victor knows that. Victor is so smug and calculating. He set this trap perfectly. And honestly, this whole AI storyline, it is scary. The fact that Victor can just generate fake evidence and use it to steal a company sets a terrifying precedent for the show. But let's talk about the real joke here. Let's talk about Christine Blair Romolodi. Is Christine actually qualified to take this case? No, absolutely not. Any first-year law student could get her thrown off this case for conflict of interest in about 5 seconds. It is so ridiculous. Christine struts into Phyllis's office on Tuesday with a uniformed cop right behind her, giving this incredibly smug, self-righteous speech about putting personal feelings aside. Give me a break. Are we really supposed to just forget a 32-year blood feud? 32 years, these two women have hated each other for decades. Are we supposed to forget the 1994 hit and run? The one that almost killed Christine and Paul Williams. Phyllis literally rented a car and ran them down in the street. And what about the forged birth certificate for Daniel Romolodi Jr.? Phyllis lied to Danny. She lied to Brian Hamilton. She lied to everyone to trap Danny in a marriage. And let's not even go back that far. What about 5 months ago? The wedding that Phyllis completely crashed and ruined? And Christine is standing there in her tailored suit saying she can be objective. It is laughable. It is honestly just insulting to our intelligence as viewers. The bug strikes again, acting like she is the ultimate moral authority in Genoa City. And you know what makes it even worse? The fact that Victor personally recommended Christine for the district attorney job. So the guy who is framing Phyllis Summers with fake ad-generated evidence is the exact same guy who handpicked the prosecutor. The prosecutor who just happens to be Phyllis's mortal enemy. This isn't a justice system anymore. This is a Newman cartel operation disguised with a notary stamp. It really is. What was the mayor thinking? What is the governor thinking? Who actually believes this is going to end well? Nobody. The writers are just pushing this narrative and we are supposed to just nod and go along with it. Okay, maybe that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean? It feels so rigged, and Phyllis knows it's rigged. She knows she is walking into a legal slaughterhouse, but she's Phyllis. She's not going to just roll over and hand Summers' corpse to Victor and Victoria. She's going to fight dirty. And now she has Michael on her side, which means things are going to get explosive in the courtroom. But wait, because the episode didn't just stop there. We have to talk about Kane Aspey. Is Kane Aspey still going to New York to see Malcolm Winters? Everything is so up in the air right now. Because Kane got arrested at the Genoa City Athletic Club on Wednesday. Right in the middle of the GCAC lobby, and who shows up to slap the cuffs on him? Christine. Of course it's Christine. She is just everywhere right now, ruining everyone's day. She hits Kane with charges of corporate sabotage. And she does it right in front of Lily Winters. The timing of this could not possibly be worse. It is horrific because we all know what Kane was about to do. Kane was scheduled to fly out to New York to donate his bone marrow to Malcolm Winters. Malcolm is literally dying of aplastic anemia. He is fighting for his life in a hospital bed, and Kane is the only match, the only one. So Lily is standing there watching the father of her children, her ex-husband, the guy who just blackmailed her for Chancellor Winters, getting arrested, and she is panicking. Because no matter what Kane has done, no matter how much of a ruthless, calculating jerk he is being right now with his secret contracts and his demands for a corner office, he is the only person who can save her uncle. Her biological father, actually. Malcolm is her dad, so Lily is begging Christine. She is literally pleading with this woman in the middle of the club. Put an ankle monitor on him, give him a police escort. Do whatever you have to do, but let him get on that plane to New York. And it is just so heartbreaking to watch. Lily has been through so much. She just found out her twins, Charlie and Maddie, aren't a match. She found out Kane is a match, but he's using it as leverage to steal back power at the company, and now this. The sheer desperation on Lily's face was incredible acting, honestly. Honestly, part of me wonders if Kane set this up somehow. No, that doesn't make sense. Why would he want to be arrested? But it's Kane. He always has these convoluted lies. Remember the whole Ethan saga years ago, the fake identity? Kane has a history of just making the worst possible choices when he is backed into a corner. But right now, he actually holds all the cards regarding Malcolm's life. If Christine locks him up and denies bail, Malcolm dies. It's that simple. And does Christine care? Christine is so obsessed with the letter of the law, and so obsessed with taking down Phyllis and anyone connected to this corporate sabotage mess, that she might actually let an innocent man die in a hospital bed in New York just to make a point. It makes me so mad. And how does this all fit together? Because you have Victor pulling the strings on the evidence. You have Victoria being her usual smug self, handing over folders of fake emails. You have Michael risking his entire career and his safety to protect Phyllis. You have Phyllis trying to throw Kane under the bus to save herself. And because Phyllis is trying to blame Kane, maybe that's why Christine arrested him. Did Phyllis tip off the cops? Oh my God, what if Phyllis is the reason Kane got arrested at the GCAC? If Phyllis did that, she is essentially signing Malcolm's death warrant just to buy herself some time against Victor. That is dark. Even for Phyllis, that is incredibly dark. But she is desperate. When Phyllis is desperate, she doesn't think about collateral damage. She just acts. And where does Michael fit into this if Phyllis actually threw Cain to the wolves? Michael is a good guy. He really is. He has a conscience. If he finds out that his defense strategy resulted in Cain getting locked up and Malcolm dying, Michael is going to lose his mind. He already threw away his relationship with Victor. If he loses his moral compass too, what does he have left? Lauren is already stressed out about this whole Summers Corp mess. Lauren is trying to hold the company together while Phyllis spirals. If Michael gets dragged down in a criminal conspiracy because Phyllis lied, I just can't see Lauren forgiving that easily. This whole storyline is like a massive house of cards and Victor just kicked the table. So what happens next? Are we really going to see a trial with Christine as the doll? I feel like somebody has to step in. Maybe Danny? Danny is married to Christine now. He just found out whatever big secret she had. Is Danny going to look at his wife and say, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't prosecute the mother of my son when you clearly have a massive bias"? You would think, but Danny is usually so oblivious to Christine's flaws. He just smiles and plays his music, but this is serious. Daniel's mother could go to prison, and Lily, poor Lily. I just want to give her a hug. She is fighting so hard for Malcolm. If Cain doesn't make it to New York, I don't know how the Winters family recovers from this. Devin is already furious about Holden being Malcolm's son. Nate is being stubborn. Lily is the only one trying to hold it all together. And she is watching it fall apart right in the middle of the GCAC lobby. Just, wow, okay, I need to take a breath. This show is stressing me out this week. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is Michael an idiot for crossing Victor? Is Christine the worst ever? Let's talk about it.